Oh boy. Welcome to Tetris Tuesdays at 10:39. That's 39 full minutes of technical difficulties, and I still don't know what's going on. It's a real spaghetti fest here today as far as the wires go. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. Honestly, I don't know why it would. It honestly seems like a problem with my network, with Comcast. So, lesson learned, I guess. They're the only game in town. So the lesson I've learned is that there are some downsides to capitalism. The only other option is maybe I found the limit of Meld Studio, which again, I don't think so because I shut down Meld Studio. I'm running everything through kind of an OBS backup now because I've been using Meld Studio for a few weeks now, so all of most current settings are there. So after restarting all of the hardware, restarting my entire network, and still experiencing the same, it says that YouTube's not receiving enough video, so it's buffering. So if that's what you're experiencing, I'm sorry, and hopefully this part didn't get buffered out of what you're experiencing. But I'm recording it locally at the same time, which honestly I don't usually do. So, barring any disasters, I will have a local copy I can upload later, and you won't miss any of this goodness. Because I'll tell you what, this week is a week for the series. I emulate a lot of things. When able to, I use an FPGA, so it's maybe closer to, or as close as can be to the real thing. It still says excellent over here, so I'm hoping we're doing okay. But sometimes I get the opportunity to go all the way. You know, in a perfect world, I'm playing all of these games on original hardware, but that is not always a possibility. So this week, it very much was, because I myself, I guess this is pertinent to the stream this week. I have never made a lot of money. So when it comes to especially things that I do a lot of, or big ticket items like computers, I sell what I have first to pay for what I buy, or help pay for what I buy next. So I don't have a lot. In fact, at one point I sold my Nintendo Entertainment System. I still have my Super Nintendo, although it doesn't work. Sold my N64, sold my original GameCube, Wii. Some of these I do own now still, but they are not the original ones, which we'll come to. But that also comes to games. Play a game. I played so many games, it was like I got to sell these things when I'm done. So big used game buyer and seller, that's me. So having done that, I knew that I could probably find a copy of this for relatively cheap, and sure enough, 10 bucks on eBay, shipped to the house. Didn't even take that long. So the other thing, why I mentioned computers, is because my very first laptop was a PowerBook G4, titanium PowerBook G4. We got it. I started going to college in 2002, so I think that's probably maybe 2003 at the latest. But again, I sold that to pay for whatever I got next, which would have been, I never had the aluminum unibody, so it might have just been an upgraded titanium. Did I have two PowerBooks? Anyway, luckily, a friend of the show, friend of the Lifetime Entertainment Network. No, I met this fellow in 6th grade, and we've been fast friends ever since. Brandon, you'll see him on all of the outro videos, his name there as a patron. But he, in apparently cleaning up, he's one of these people that cleans up the things that they keep over time. Can't relate. Was kind enough to put because he too had a G4 PowerBook, and I don't think this is the one he had either. I think this is just one, more of a wheeler and a dealer, that man, than I am, and I think he picked this up somewhere along the way. So luckily enough, saw fit to divest himself of it. And I thought for this week I would finally dig into, I like getting a new piece of hardware and really putting it through its paces and cleaning it up entirely, having it run as lean and mean as humanly possible. And I thought about doing that with this, although I think I do have an OS X, OS X disk somewhere. I think Panther, maybe. I don't know, because I also don't know like what every piece of hardware has kind of a limit. It'll run optimally with some operating system that was probably not the latest when the piece of hardware was discontinued. So rather than try and figure all that out, and also, in fact, maybe I can go to the game right now while I'm talking about this, even though I've got a few to say about the game and the developer. So here's the desktop. RetroTink 4K to the rescue again, by the way. This is because this G4 PowerBook does not output a digital signal through the VGA, so I had to run it into the RetroTink to turn it into a digital and HDMI signal. And when I did so, I was like, you know what? I am super glad I did not wipe this to play the game today, because it ends up being just a total time capsule. I've already installed the game, and we'll put the disc in a few, but just some of these icons down here, even we were graphic or my Brandon isn't as a graphic designer, so through and through, professional even. I've never got that far necessarily, although obviously there are graphical elements to a lot of what I do. But you got Audacity down here, version who knows what, good old iTunes, and all that. So glad I didn't wipe this to start it off, because Tetris Elements looks to be one that is perhaps more of the time than even this laptop is. And because of that, there's a whole lot to talk about that I'll try to condense maybe here into a few. Oh, the one thing I wasn't able to speedily bring back up, maybe I am. Yeah, that might work. Let's see. I don't know what this is going to look like. Yeah, a little cut off. Can I fix that? I can. There we go. That'll work. And then maybe, what I should be doing is a little bit of this. That'll work. So yes, gosh dang it. This is the weirdest thing about this is that I have two laptops. This one's running the stream, this one's running the game, and this one's usually where the other one that's running the stream is. So it's, anyway. Tetris Elements, turns out, is a sequel to Tetris Worlds, which was the one I went kind of deep on, because it was where super rotation and kind of guideline Tetris really got codified, even though it looks like this Tetris Elements is not perfectly guideline, strangely enough. But it was developed by Imagine Engine, I'm going to say is how you say that. They're getting creative with putting the two words together there, which I had not heard of before, I will admit. Founded by, like it says here, John Goldman, Mark Lauridge in 1994. They had two offices near Los Angeles and Boston, Mass. And I want to say LA closed or something, or when it was acquired, because it was acquired by, merged, according to whatever this says. But the name was not the one that carried through, like it says. Digital Eclipse merged with Digital Eclipse to form Backbone Entertainment, which I had heard of. Backbone did a bunch. I didn't bring up a list of all the games they had done. Oh, look, this doesn't work on this page. Interesting. Oh well. That's the other downside. Chat, if I'm a little slow on the uptake, I got to look over here for what's going on. So just give me a second sometimes. Anyway, that eventually became Foundation 9, and it looks like Imagine Engine in name and physical space was shut down in 2012. So not that long ago, honestly. And did I have something else? Oh yes. So sorry, this was all front of mind before everything went to crap. There's this website I've visited it maybe just like twice in the past, and I can't remember for what games exactly. It doesn't exist for a lot of games because it seems like a lot of work, but also I think games on disc are easier to do this to. The site is called The Cutting Room Floor, and it's dedicated to kind of combing through elements of these games that don't end up in the final game. And Tetris Elements actually has a few. These, what look like word things, are actually graphics that were in there for some reason. Lots of placeholder graphics they found. Even this one for classic mode, which they didn't use for some reason. Comic Sans, is that really Comic Sans? Oh boy, yeah, look at that. Some other placeholder things. And a piece of unused music I thought was really interesting and not bad. Check this out. Actually, is this going to work? Yeah, there you go. That's probably extremely loud. Hold on. There, is that better? Not bad though, right? Kind of interesting. There's also straight up unused pieces in here. The .ini file contains the definitions of the L trimino and solid 3x3 block, solid 4x4 block, P pentamino, and I pentamino. But the game never spawns them. So interesting that, again, they got that far with some of this and then didn't take it out. Speaking of running lean and mean, I feel like if I were the one coding some of this, I would have been really OCD about all that stuff. But they were not. In fact, it seems like when you install the Mac, like the disk, it's a WinMac disk, so all of the files you need for either one are on there. And when you install one, sometimes it dumps some of the unneeded stuff on there. Like it's called here, world's laziest installer. Anyway, so some interesting bits about it. You can also choose, and this was a new term to me, you can choose between step reset and move reset. Move reset is what I usually call infinite. You can just, like, the lock delay when the piece locks into place will reset if you spin it. So it turns out it makes infinite possible because you could just sit there and spin it and it'll never lock. What I didn't know is that there's a different type of a way of doing that called step reset, which is every time the piece steps down, I believe, it also resets. So in Tetris Elements, you can actually choose which one you want to use. If you want to use infinite or just step reset, which I would imagine affects the game quite a bit, obviously. But we're going to keep whatever the default settings are. And I promise I'll show you those to you right now. So let's go to the actual game. Let's click on that because that's not, okay, hold on. Okay, all right, we got this. Ayo. Okay, let's put the disc in. I think I'll try to get the mic on this for an interview. This is real ASMR right here, right now. Check this out. No, I can't. My mic doesn't move that way. I'll just be very quiet. I hope you can hear some of that. I was kind of not surprised, but I guess thankful that the DVD drive worked. One of the few things I do remember of my PowerBook G4, actually no, I had two problems with it. I had a little Threads discussion about this, thanks to any Threads people that have shown up since, but for some reason that post was very popular. I had some whitening of the LCD screen right at the hinges, which are a bit stiff, so I can kind of see how that would have happened. But they replaced my screen, like full on under warranty, not an issue, and it didn't happen again. So they figured it out, whatever it was. The other thing I remember is replacing the DVD drive on that thing at least 2 times. I'll say this, I can't remember if it broke or if I just kept upgrading it, because I was big into ripping DVDs even back then. So I definitely put a greater than usual strain on that DVD drive anyway. So, all right, let's get into it. I'm going to try and connect one more device to my computer and hope nothing explodes here in my AirPods so I can hear what you hear. And I think I have the balance correctly. Again, I did this kind of on the fly when stuff wasn't working before. So here goes nothing.
THQ.
This is a creepy child laughter. Yes, the elements. Which that does work as kind of a Tetris Worlds sequel. I'm curious if it'll have the whole world building element to it. Otherwise, I'm also curious why it's a sequel. Like, they didn't have to call it a Tetris Worlds sequel. Not developed by the same people, so sure. Ryan. You know, the funny thing is, you guys are getting a better game than I am, really. The screen on this MacBook is not as pretty as it used to be. Wow, it looks really good on stream. Okay, well. Live and learn. Music, video effects, sound effects, clear high scores, configure keys. I'm going to do that just to see what they are. Oh, we're using the arrows, are we? Man, I should have seen. Does this support gamepads? Do I have one that would work with this? I must. Got an Xbox gamepad. It's USB. These are all USB, but that's the oldest one I have. I shouldn't be doing this live. I should have had this part figured out already. But either I plug it in and it works, or it doesn't, right? So I think I also forgot about this PowerBook. That it put all the ports on the back on like a little flip down thing. Alright, plug it in. Just in case it wants me to restart to recognize it.
THQ.
Saved my guy at least. Figure keys. Move Tetramino right. Nah, it's not recognizing this for nothing. Alright, well, worth a shot. I don't think I have a greater chance with anything else. All my controllers are on the floor back there right now because I'm working on some sort of a wall hanging solution for them. Alright, so we're using the old arrow keys, I guess, on this laptop. I mean, this is how I would be doing it back in the day. Never used a mouse or external monitors with this particular laptop, but okay. Oh, also I haven't dug into this at all. I'm sorry. So whereas Tetris Worlds had worlds, this appears to have, oh, it does have a classic mode. Stratosphere, earthquake, ice. Okay, so wait, are these just worlds based on elements, or let's do classic last. I feel like I usually lead with that, and by the end I'm like, man, I should have played some of these unique modes instead. So, Stratosphere. This game is truly out of this world. Use the meteors to improve your score. Garbage meteor, green. Break-amino meteor. Destroy. Breakthrough Mino meteor. Explosive meteor. Oh, okay. Type of meteor appearance is based on combos, basically. Clearing 3 lines or less will cause a garbage meteor to fall. So that's just saying a Tetris doesn't get a meteor. Try to save an eyepiece in your hold. Yeah, right. Oh, you know what? I need to... Sorry. Oh, there we go. Default controls. Left, right, down. Got it. Space is hard drop. Oh, that's going to be an issue. That really messes with me. Up is rotate. Right. I don't like these at all. I kind of wish they were still on the, you know, like numbers back in the day, whatever it was, 4, 5, 6. Control, enter, send, tetram. Okay, enter is hold. That's kind of what I was looking for. And pause is pause the game. Cool. Does that mean I have to type it? Alright. Not like super positive this is going to work real well. Okay. Okay, hold. This is just going to be a mess once it starts going quickly at all. It's pretty darn readable, at least. That's unfortunate. Oh, that sounds like an incoming. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, there it goes. I got another one incoming already. Yep, don't like that. Get how having the other rotate on control is the way to go. Boy. Well, it is a little tense. I'll give it that. Oh, there we go. Hey, a little breakout. Oh, I can hit it back. Okay, that's pretty cool. I did not see that coming. it turns into Breakout. That is funny. Oh, and I can destroy it if I hard drop a piece through it. Wow, okay. This actually has some ideas. Got it. Hey, wow, okay. Actually get a little something for the Tetris there. Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. What are we doing? We got another one of these? Why is it smaller? It's still doing the same thing, though. I like how it bumps the piece up, too, if I hit it. Okay, alright. That makes this a little more interesting. And the control scheme isn't actually giving me as much problem as I thought it would. Wow, maybe I should have not been playing classic Tetris first on all of these. So that's one. There we go. Well, why is this the first time somebody thought about this? This is crazy. It just seems obvious now. The Tetris has always looked like Breakout. To some extent. Who developed this? Imagine Engine? Good job, guys. Man, what are the other modes now? I'm curious. Am I getting points for that? I guess that might be something to consider. Not speeding up too bad at all, really. Not at all that I can actually perceive. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, that's something to get the delayed auto shift. T-spin. I do those now. Okay, now it's getting a little quick. Oh, didn't. Okay, there's our first mistake. No, that's not a rotate? Okay, alright, well. Oh, that was a garbage meter. Also a garbage meter. Oh, single lines send the garbage meteor. Is that what I'm just now realizing? Hey, there we go. This almost seems a little too... Put those over there. Yeah, there you go. Can I make something out of that now? Oh, not where I was going. So if I don't clear any lines, it doesn't send anything at least. Oh boy. Probably somewhere better to put that. Guess I could use the hold. Forgot it was there. Oh boy. Gotcha. This stupid garbage meteor. Garbage meteor sounds like something that we'll probably have as a society, people, within the next few years or so. Elon goes on a bender for one week. Whoops, we have garbage meteors now. Sorry. My bad. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. Right. Get over there and get the rest of those. No, didn't work. Now, there's one way to clean things up. Oh, right. Okay. So one of the other interesting things this game does that I read and forgot about in between trying to figure out what was wrong with my life, my streaming life, it's Comcast, was that this has some of the ways it breaks with guideline Tetris is that it spawns the pieces in the orientation of their namesakes. So the L piece spawns oriented like an L, the I like an I. See if I can get it all clear. Oh, there we go. Doesn't count, I guess, because I still had that piece falling. What is that? Another one? Cool. Okay. Oh, it was garbage. Okay, all right. So you can knock around any of them. Okay, I thought you could only knock around the breakout ones. Or the whatever. But yes, the S piece spawns in an S shape. Oh, I'm like, what is that noise? The fan on the laptop is going a little nuts. So this game might be more intense than it seems. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fan on this laptop. That is something. I don't remember it, like, being an issue necessarily, but I guess I'm just too used to the new now. 'Cause if that came on while I was, like, working on something, I would, as I am now, think that something was wrong. What is this? Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm a little surprised it's not speeding up as much as I thought it would, because obviously fairly far along in the Tetris, even for, especially for PCs, computers. You know, sometimes we've seen them make concessions for the satellite TV Tetris, and what was the other one I feel like they were going easy on us with? I can't remember now. No. Oh, yeah. Nope. Get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, what the heck are the other games going to be now? Oh, I tried to bring out my hold. Not fast enough, I guess. I can destroy the good meteors, too. That was a garbage meteor. Trying to figure out how the control key makes sense. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. That is, oh. I definitely would have invested in some sort of a gamepad if I had owned this game on my laptop. I'm thinking of doing it right now. Oops, should have waited. I'm still not really keen in on what type of meteor is in the air. Gotcha. Oh, didn't. Okay. Okay, we've reached the how long does this go on for moment in the game. Maybe it's because I feel like I've already been playing a game with my equipment for 30 minutes already. Oh! Not what I was going for. Wow, I really piled them up on top of that. Ooh, it even goes back if it hits the side of the piece. There we go. Oops. Oh. Oh, there we go. Send it back. Here we go. There should be something for an all clear. That's my only... If you manage to clear out the screen with your fancy Meteor Tetris, they should tell me about it. They should do the... Oh, what was that now? Was it Tetris Worlds again? The lady? The whispering lady? All clear. Uh-oh, that changed. Ah, it didn't hold. Get all the way down that. No, not gonna happen. Oh, not quick enough. I feel like this should be going way faster already at this point. Which is, I guess, where the Tetris gimmicks come in. You know, for every cool feature that somebody figures out. It's a neat and natural thing. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to kill you. Sorry. There's a feature that's like, well, it's cool. I'm not sure they thought out, like, I'm not sure they balanced the game afterwards. Well, same piece. Should have put it down there. Well, okay. What did I do with that? Nope, that was garbage. Oh, I thought, oh no. Oh, no, dang it. Oh, no, dang it. Oh, there we go. Oh, shoot. I should have taken advantage of that eyepiece a little bit more. Shoot, it is hard to even just take advantage of infinite spin with these controls. Well, for me, anyway. Nope. Yep. Trying to spawn in my piece that I have in hold. There it is. Hey, Shy in the chat. Apparently some Turkish guy won Red Bull Tetris. Is that... So they had Red Bull Tetris at PAX West. Or they had some amount of, you know, with the big one. Is that the one? Like, was that such a thing? Or was this like a Red Bull cup or something? Out of Complex, his gameplay did not look good at all. I didn't watch his actual performance. Anyway, what is this? Tetris but unfair? Did you catch the meteors in there? Did you catch the breakout aspect to it? This is supposedly a Secrets to Tetris Worlds. I'm at the top of the leaderboard. Of course I would be, being a Tetris master. It was a cup. Oh, okay. The finals were in Dubai. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Excuse me. That was merely Stratosphere. We have yet to try the other elements of Tetris here. I don't know how different they would be. I haven't even done Classic yet. That's how ahead of the curve I am. I spent 40 minutes troubleshooting this whole stupid thing before right now, so. That's cool that Turkish. You know, Turkish. Turkey was represented, though. There you go. Is that a... Like, is Tetris... Like, does it have a special popularity in Turkey? Is it like, you know... death metal in Norway or something? Black metal? This game is the Cascade version of Tetris, but with earth-shaking tremors to make it more challenging. Players clear lines as in classic Tetris, but blocks remaining after a horizontal line has been cleared will fall. You know what? Well, let's let's figure it out as we go. Oh, we've got the Richter scale at the bottom there. So far it's not entirely special, although that breakout mode really did catch me by surprise, and I think could have been a little bit, you know, like, I think they maybe could have done more with it. That's basically it. Breakout. Pieces spawn a little bit differently than Guideline. Other than that, not too much to differentiate it yet. Oh, what is that? Okay, now an earthquake's gonna happen. No! Oh, that sucks. This one might not last very long. Oh yes, so that too So the ooh, okay, what was that though? Oh, because it cascades though, right. Okay, so we've got a twist on the cascade here. Although, the way they've animated it kind of makes it harder to understand the physics of it. Or I should have read the instructions. Yeah, I'm not sure why that cascaded at all, really. But. So it's like fancy special garbage mode. It just puts the garbage on the screen in a slightly different way, a more entertaining way, I suppose. Shy in the chat? No, it doesn't. Nope. This looks like some earth-shattering stuff right here. You said it, Shy. And I'm glad you did instead of me. Everybody expects me to make bad jokes. At least it's got a thing that dings when the points go up. You've got to give it that. Say what you will about it. It dings when the points go up. Not every Tetris does that. Boy, my bag is already starting to mess with me. Is that a function of this laptop as well? Doesn't usually happen. Get it? Earth shattering? Yeah, no, I get it. Earthquake? You know what? This sounded better in my head. They always do. But you learn to love it. That's how you do it. That's how you do a bad joke. The badder, the better. And then when people are like, ooh, that's a bad joke, you're like, yeah. Isn't it great? I don't understand what the criticism is. Also, why have I only had one earthquake so far? Is it only when I'm almost dead that it gives me an earthquake? That last game lasted too long. It would be okay if there were more things. More earthquakes. Or like a difficulty level, I guess. And this was on easy. And I have yet to choose normal. You know, whatever. I feel like the other one was throwing meteors at me left and right. Music's okay, I guess. Hasn't really like grabbed me or anything yet. Haven't really noticed it all that much, but we've certainly heard worse. There we go. All right, that was a cascade because of how things were, you know. This is fine. I feel like I'm kind of over it already. I should probably check out the next mode. I guess maybe it's balanced. Maybe these are, you know, balanced beyond the gimmicks, but they just made them too easy then. Which, you know, this is 2004, so I guess Tetris was 20-something years old at this point. This is more of a traditional consumer Tetris than something for the pros, I guess. Seriously, just earthquake though. I mean, it should be something like it should be like leveling up. The more lines I get, the closer I am to an earthquake. Is this even guideline Tetris? Why do the L and J pieces spawn like that? Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because they look like L and J's. That was apparently the reasoning behind it. All of the pieces spawn as they are named. Doesn't seem like a great reason to do that, especially since we're a few years into Guideline already, and this is a sequel to Tetris Worlds, which was all about guidelines, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's a neat idea. I like that there's one Tetris out there that can say that. We spawned the pieces as they are named. Makes sense, right? Yeah, sure. I don't think I would mind if that was... Guideline Tetris specifies spawn rotation, right? That's got to be in there. Okay. It doesn't wall kick in certain instances as well, so T-spin triples are not possible, which, don't worry about it. You weren't going to see those today anyways, but I have done a T-spin triple. There was I forget what game it was. There was a game that had an achievement for doing a T-spin triple, so I had to, one, learn what a T-spin triple was, because I had never heard of it up to that point, and then two, try to do a T-spin triple. I guess I could have used that to clean this up down here. Seriously, one earthquake so far in Earthquake Tetris. Am I missing something? And it's not speeding up all that much. Guideline Tetris does specify spawn rotation. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, you know what? Let's just... Okay, I'm getting flashbacks to BPS Tetris circa 1980, whatever. All the infinite lives, basically, and all that stuff. Let's just... go as fast as we can, because that's when I'll really get into trouble. It does mess with me, though, for somebody that only rotates one direction, usually. Having the different spawn stuff. But also putting the other rotate button on the control key is probably the way to guarantee that I wouldn't be spinning in two directions here. Are you mostly Tetris on a gamepad, Shy? Or do you have a favorite PC controller setup that I should be? Because I can change the controls on this. Tell me what to change them to. So far, I'm just like, I should change them to how it was on like MS-DOS Tetris from the 80s, where it's all in the number keys. I have a favorite PC control layout. What are the rotate keys on for your favorite PC control layout? Oh, and then get this. So it spawns them by namesake. But if you hold the piece, it will save the rotation in which you held the piece. So you have that to deal with too. Which seems like it would get real hairy towards the end because you're spawning, you're taking your pieces out of hold when you're in trouble, and it's going to come out of hold, I guess unless you held it right after spawn. Nope, there we go. Now we're misdropping. Oh, the music just looped. Okay, well, I swear I'm trying to kill myself. It's cascades too much. It's too easy. Whatever's happening here, it's not speeding up fast enough. And the earthquake thing is too easy to avoid, apparently, because I don't even know what triggers it. And if it's just that... It's triggered by, because I guess the pieces were pretty high when it triggered, so maybe that's what I'm looking for. Let's try to build this up very high. Still no... like a warning or something. Oh, well. Still never went off. Maybe I was in a relatively safe part of the world. They should have set this game in California, Southern California, or Shy is kind of tired. 10:40 p.m. is not really that early, but still. Have a good one. Hold is C. Reminds me of TGM4 Master Mode. Yeah. There could be a little bit. I don't know. It's hard to. I'm not like a great Tetris player, but I get that I play a lot of it, so maybe what I would want out of this would be different. I don't know if the modes are interesting enough. You just always want there to be something substantial to the mode rather than gimmicky. Icicles are forming at the top of the matrix. There are two types, regular and giant. Once they reach their maximum size, they will crack off and fall down to the bottom of the matrix. Unless they never do, and then you're playing another earthquake mode. Regular icicles capture any falling tetraminos in its path. Giant icicle, strategy hints, be careful! Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Yet again. Dig the graphics. I do like there's a different, which is kind of new for a Tetris. Usually there's a design to the entire thing. You know, the backgrounds might change, but this one's basically got a different. I want to say even in Tetris Worlds, you know, where there was world design, the playing field was still the same. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I have no experience with TGM4 Master Mode, so. Oh. What just happened? The eyepiece is the icicle? Oh no. Oh, or did it shove that piece down, is what it did. Oh, okay. I thought the icicles were going to show up. I like the sound. You know what I would do for this? Hold on. Clear. Pause now. I can't affect anything on the pause screen. Well, we're pretty early into this. Let's, Oh, nope, nope, didn't work. When you got good ice effects, what you really want. Okay, yeah, the icicles are actually the graphics there at the top of the screen. I was expecting they would show up on the playing field in some way. Still not clear on what the icicles do when they hit. Let's discover that together. Well, it definitely forces the piece down. And there was something special about the big article. Or big icicle article. The icicle article, you know. Oh, it'll cascade the piece too. It'll shove it all the way down, which might be a bit too much. Like they could have turned that into a difficulty curve of sorts. Because if it doesn't force the piece down to create some unwanted garbage, then kind of I'm not sure what the downside is. Okay, here. Put that in a place I don't like. No, you're not going to fall in time. Hold on. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, here we go. That just cascades it. Doesn't really make it more difficult at all. If anything, it's beneficial. If I have a piece that doesn't fit anywhere, I'll just let it get hit by an icicle. Shove it into place. Okay, let's keep going till the big icicle falls, see what that does. Then we'll move on to our one element away, 2 elements to go. I mean, if the big icicle is going to tear a hole through the middle, that could be interesting if you're like about to die, you know, and stuff's going really poorly. The sound effects are good. Is that big one gonna do something? It's got to, right? Doesn't look like it's getting any bigger. Fan still going full blast on this laptop. Okay, again, that was useful. At this point, it's taking so long to get to the big icicle, it better do something fantastic. I mean, if the icicles fell more often, That might be something. Again, kind of same as the earthquake stuff, right? There you go. Fix that for me. Thank you. Fix that piece for me. It's not going to fall soon enough, is it? Nope. Close. That big one's never going to fall, is it? Okay. Okay. It's got to. It's huge. Maybe it lowers the ceiling. So it's easier to die, right? That would be something. Or it just gets in the way. It'll become a visual hindrance. There it goes. Oh. Oh. And that's the end of the... Oh no, it goes down. Oh. Does it go down if the icicles hit it? Is that what did it? So I won't fill up that space. No, that didn't make it go down. Oh, does it go down if the icicles force a piece into it? Oh, that's weird. Why did that not touch that? Yeah, that's what does it. Oh, because the icicle will force a piece all the way down. So I need to have a... Okay, so this is getting interesting now a little bit. I need to have a piece over, like right here. That gets a little hard to engineer. Wow, can't believe I figured out that infinite spin right now. What? Oh. It got interesting, but it took a little while to get interesting. So. Could have started with that sooner. Oh, is it a... Interesting. It's taking high scores. Oh, yeah, we've got 2. All right. What are we doing on stream so far? We've already hit over an hour after starting late. All right. Assuming any of this, I should have asked Shy while they were here. The stream was actually watchable. Use the hard drop key to superheat the tetraminos as they fall. Heat enough of them in one row to cause a chain reaction and clear up to 8 lines at once. How hot the Tetramino will get is based on the distance it drops. The meter indicates how high you must hard drop the Tetramino to achieve superheat. Okay, this sounds interesting. Clear and superheated Tetraminos that are locked down in the matrix cause explosions and create higher scores. Okay, maybe we should have started with fire mode. Oh, we can turn the, just in case there's music on here. It's a full-featured game. I'll give it that. Is this max heat? Oh no, I went too early. Crud. Rice Krispies! Fruity Pebbles! Probably more likely. Okay, so something's coming up from down below as well. So far, not too hard to superheat all these. Okay, at this level, I can only get them so hot. Okay, stuff is glowing. Destroyed that thing at the bottom for a second. Well, it sure is exciting. I like the design so far too. What's left after this? Water? The water level? Always the best level of any video game. Does appear to be already going faster. Which is good. Maybe there's a difficulty curve to the level selection. The easy ones are on the right. Maybe that's what's been going on. Oh boy. Nope, I did not. Interesting. I don't mind if the eyepiece spawns ready to go. It's kind of nice, actually. that, really. Slightly upset I'm not dead already. Fruity Pebbles. Nope, not what I was going for. Why was there an explosion? Not sure why that exploded things so much. Have I done an 8-line clear yet? The L and J spawns are a little tougher to deal with. I feel like I was... Ooh, almost got an all clear. Oh no, I meant to do that. Wait, if I drop a bunch of superheated ones. Nope. Didn't really. There we go. Look at that. Fruity Pebble, all clear. And I think we can call it. Let's see what this water's all about. Call it a day. It's not every time that a Tetris has enough. Even Tetris Worlds. Actually, that's not true. The game modes were tied to the worlds also, weren't they? Tempest. There are two matrices into... Oh, you are playing both of them. Strong gusts of wind will turn the windmill and allow you to play the other matrix. If you see the tornado, it's a sure sign that the matrix will be spinning soon. There is not a classic hold in this game. The hold key allows you to pass the next tetramino to the opposite matrix. Huh. Another interesting idea. I mean... We managed to fit a lot of interesting ideas in this. Many Tetrises we have played would have put... Oh yeah, no traditional hold. Uh-oh. Would have been plenty happy with like one mode, so this is something. Yeah, I can't hold it. Okay, the wind. Oh, there it is. Okay, not sure how the... definitely doesn't have a classic hold, but I'm not sure what the heck it does at all to make the game more interesting necessarily. Hold? So I can hold that one. Can't hold anything anymore. fact, if I do, it appears to make the piece go quicker. Or maybe that's just the wind doing that. Oh, I didn't mean to hard drop that. Okay, so what though? That's where we're at now. Like what? So what? Especially if it's going to take me. Can I hold that? No, I cannot hold that. So I can hold once per rotation, I guess is what functionally happens with that. And why does playing two fields really... What's the thing? Especially if it's just two games that are also hard to lose at. This might be the... These ideas start out interesting. Not sure they go anywhere. Okay, that worked. One more. Okay. What is the actual... It's just like an extra complicated game of chess now, or... It's not even that, though, is the thing. I'm not sure what the multiple playing fields is doing for me. Also, the whole sending pieces between them, I don't really get. Am I supposed to be remembering where I'm at in each game? Is that the extra difficult thing? Functionally, it's just, okay, I'm on this game now, playing Tetris the same way I always do. All right, think we're about... I'm winded. Huh? At the very least, we can find out what happens when you die on one Tetris screen. Do you die on another? Ooh, mine already, huh? And it's not like I'm like consciously like, oh, I need this piece on the other side. So when that pops up, I'm gonna send it to the other side. It's still functionally, I don't want this piece on the current game I'm playing, so I'm going to get rid of it. But even if it were the other way around, I'm not sure that would be like the big gameplay innovation that it needs to be. Nope, didn't mean to put that there. I'll give them this. Naming it Tempest instead of Water is probably a good call. Also, it doesn't seem like when I send a piece, it's like the next piece that side gets. I guess it just puts it into the hold for that side. I'm trying really hard to make this sound usable. This might be the most gimmicky game type of the set. Nothing, I don't think any way I'm playing is actually affecting, you know, like the other ones. It looked like you did something that brought about the gimmick. Or didn't, in the case of Earthquake, where I still don't know what was causing the earthquakes, because there's only one that happened. Is the windmill going more often, or am I imagining that? I'll also give the game this. I don't know if it's the game is to blame, but I have gotten used to these controls more than any other Tetris game that I've played that has them, so doesn't really seem like the game would necessarily be to blame for that, but Now it's just I'm not even using the hold because it doesn't really do much for me. I'll tell you, the most decent idea here is that you could be playing multiple games of Tetris at the same time. Again, kind of like people play multiple games of chess at the same time, and it's like a thing. Oh man, this dude, this guy, it could excel, or what's the word I'm looking for? Emphasize, or really I guess emphasize. Nope, that's not it. What is the word I'm looking for? It could really showcase, probably better, that aspect of Tetris. Because, it's a brain teaser. There's some strategery. So if you're having to multitask in a way that's abnormal, that could be impressive. Showcasing that, or finding a game that really tickles that part of the brain would be cool. I don't think this is doing that. Nope. Alright. Let's see what happens when I die on one of these. You die in the windmill. Do you die in real life? Yep, that's it. So. Alright. Wow. For all the trouble it took to get this up and running and apparently working, I think that was quite the game. So, thanks for hanging out. Sorry about all the issues. Hopefully that didn't affect too much of your enjoyment of Tetris Elements on this PowerBook G4. Also available for Windows. Sorry, where's the camera? This laptop, that camera. Next week, I don't think I have ironed out just yet, and that's not the computer that's really going to tell me about it. Yeah, so there's still a big long list of mobile Tetrises that are not playable. It might be time for Tetris Hangame, might be how you say it. It's I believe, Korean Tetris. There's lots of, if you look at where we're at in 2004, uh-oh. The wife is calling, so let's end this. If you see all the KR here on the side, Korea, there's some Korean-specific Tetrises that were coming out. Tetris Mission, I think, was like one that especially had a few iterations. I think these are mobile, though. I don't know. So it might be time to dig into Tetris Hangame or something like that. You are not over there. Why do I keep looking into the camera? That was even worse. I'll be back next week with whatever it is, I think. Oh, wait a second. It's Christmas week next week. I might not be back next week at all. Maybe I boot something up. There was a Christmas Eve stream I did at one point that I really wish I hadn't done. So maybe I do that again. Either way, I'm still working on a few different things for the channel at the same time. Hopefully those will be out this week. This won't be the last thing that happens this week on this channel. So if if you're into whatever that might be at some point later, it'll be there for you. So thank you, as always, and happy holidays, whatever you might celebrate. Have a good one of those if I don't see you live, at the very least. So goodbye.